Hi everyone. Today's Thursday, August 27th, and this is your video for your assignments. Usually this is a little bit going to be a longer video because of all the technical issues that we had Wednesday. So, all of you were so amazing, and I really, really appreciate how patient you were and all of you were just you troopers and you were patient, and I really appreciate it. You don't know how much it means to me that you all were so calm and patient. So you should be really proud of yourself. And I've been bragging on you to all of the teachers here and any of the parents that I've talked to today. So I just want you to know how amazing you are. So, what we're going to do today is I'm just going to review a condensed version of what I wanted to tell you on Monday and then tell you about the assignments you need to do. Okay. So, in this class, the Monday, Wednesday routine is going to be this: log on to Google Meet. The link will be in the header of our Google Classroom beneath the title. Then go back to Google Classroom and complete the bell work while you wait. It's due within 5 minutes of class starting, if not sooner than that. Typically, I have bell work due within 3 minutes of the bell. It shouldn't take you a long time to do. After the bell work, we'll do the assignment we'll go over the main assignment. And you need to turn that in before you leave class unless you're told otherwise. The last thing that you need to do will be to complete the exit slip, which is due 5 minutes after class ends. So if you need a little bit more time to think about a thoughtful answer for your exit slip, I totally understand. So just be sure you get it to me within 5 minutes of class ending, and then you'll still have 15 minutes at least until your next Google Meet to relax and do the things you need to do. Okay, so that's for Monday and Wednesday. On Tuesday and Thursday, the routine will be for you to log into Google Classroom, watch the video posted, just like you're doing right now, and complete the assignment by its due date. The assignment will count for your attendance for Tuesday and Thursday, just like the assignments from the Google Meet sessions will count for your attendance then. So let's say you don't do your assignment that I have posted this Thursday, like I never get it on Friday, then you're counted absent. So let's not do that. Okay, so that's silly. So you should be able to do all these assignments just fine, and I'm always here to help. So please send me an email or a message on Remind if you need help. Now, just a heads up, right now, I am getting bombarded with emails. I had over 100 emails on Wednesday. So if it takes me a little while to get back to you right now, that's why. But, hopefully the emails will die down once we get started, and I'll be able to get back to you a lot quicker. Okay. All right. Your Google Meet schedule for 8th grade. Here it is in a nutshell, okay? Monday and Wednesday, you have English and social studies. Tuesday and Thursday, you have math and science. So I have listed the class period times that you would show up for these classes. So if my first period is English, I have to be there at 9:15. Okay, well, 9:10 or 9:05 so I can get logged on and be prepared to be there on time, right? But let's say that my fifth period is math. Well, if you go down on Tuesday and Thursday for fifth period, I have to meet at 1:15. So that means that I need to meet with math at 1:15 on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. So on Tuesday and Friday, you have core connections. You actually do have to meet at 11:15 Tuesdays and Fridays for core connections. I keep getting confused with that, but I got it down now. So it's Tuesday and Friday at 11:15, and we are doing the Google Meet. Okay, so then for your 6th period elective, you meet Monday at 2:15. Your 7th period elective, you meet Wednesday at 3:15. So there's an hour difference there. Okay, so don't get confused. Be aware if you are in the virtual learning academy, not the extended learning, not if you're planning on coming back in person. If you're in that VLA, the virtual learning academy, and you have art and or gym, those 2 virtual learning academy classes won't start until September 8th. So they'll start on September 8th, but they will not have Google Meet sessions. They will just post the assignments online for you to complete. Okay? All right. So we went over these expectations of the virtual world. These are really important. Okay? So we were having a lot of problems with these on Wednesday, but we had a lot of problems with everything. Okay, so we need to be sure we're there on time. And I apologize, first period. It was rough with you guys, wasn't it? So, word to the wise now. When we have our Google Meets, I will put the link up in the header of our Google Classroom right under the title. So it'll be nice and easy for you to get to. Now, you guys aren't going to be able to see the Google links until right before we join our Google Meet, okay? But then the link will be up. I'm going to aim to put it up 10 to 15 minutes early. So if you can, I highly recommend that you get there 10 minutes early and get logged on. Okay, so we got to start being on time and not being late, because that just causes a whole bunch of issues. Okay, so and I will have like the due date set on the bell ringers to be due 5 minutes after the session starts. So I'll know if you are late to class, because your bell work will be late. Okay, so anyway, you need to be on time, distraction free. So please stop moving around and dancing and listening to headphones and not listening to me and whatever else you all were doing. It was kind of wild, but I know that it was hard to stay focused because we were going off and on all the time with the internet and stuff. So no worries. I'm just want to make sure you know what I need from you and what you need from me. Okay. So please stay off your phone, all that good stuff. I need you all interacting. That's like number one important thing, other than being respectful with each other. You have to interact. So I kind of had so we'll try this again on Monday, okay? But I'm going to be calling on people, and if I call you, the class, to put stuff in the chat and you don't, I'm going to have to start calling on specific people, okay? But if you're not participating in the virtual class, you're not doing yourself any benefits. You're not learning, you're not growing. And what's the point in being here if you're not learning and growing as a person, right? So we want to improve your reading and writing skills so that when you go into the high school, you're prepared. And even if you don't like reading or you don't like writing, I want you to be able to comfortably do these things, okay? So and we'll get into that a little bit later. But anyway, you all are great about muting your mics. Congratulations. I'm really proud of you for already knowing that. You're already pros. Like we already talked about respecting each other's perspective, using kind words. Don't comment on people's appearance or how they look at on how they look when you're looking at them in the camera. You have to have your camera on, or otherwise I don't know you're there, because you're not talking and a lot of you are not chatting in the chat box. So I don't know if you're there or not. So if you were participating all the time, then maybe we could kind of slack a little bit about the cameras if I know you're there. But right now, we got to have that camera on, okay? You need to tell me if there's an issue with that, and we're going to have to work out something to where I know you're there. Do not type in all caps, please. Don't use bold italics ever in your life. Don't ever do that. When you type in all capital letters, it looks like you're yelling at the recipient. And I've had emails before like that, and I was offended. So you never know how things are going to be interpreted. Okay. When we do group work, you got to pull your weight and you got to share your ideas. According to research, you all learn the best from each other, more so than you would learn from me. So help each other out and help your peers see things from a different viewpoint that they may not ever consider. Okay. So the only way that's going to happen is if you share. If you have conflict, resolve it peacefully. If you need a mediator, let me know. If you get really upset, let me know. If you need someone to vent to, let me know. In private, of course, okay? But we'll come up with a solution. And it's really distracting when your parents or your siblings or your cousins or whoever are walking around, come up and are peering over your shoulder, staring at us, because all of our attention goes to your screen, staring at that person, staring at us back, because we don't know who they are and they're kind of from the outside world coming in. So during our class, we want you alone interacting with us, okay? Because we don't want you getting distracted by them either. So anyway, moving on. So use icons in the chat box appropriately. I will be putting extensions up for you to put on your own Chromebooks if you don't have the schools. And you can go ahead and check and make sure that this stuff is on the school's Chromebooks as well when I put it up on the Google site. Take care of your Chromebook, your technology, all that good stuff. Don't roughhouse with it. You don't want to break it. And please have your technology charged before you come to class. So all you have to do is plug in your Chromebook before you go to bed and it's ready to go in the morning. Okay. So please follow the dress code. We don't want to see your pajamas or anything like that. So just be aware that you need to be dressed according to our dress code. And plus, it might help you feel better if you actually get up and get dressed and get ready for the day instead of laying around in your pajamas all the time. It might help improve your mood and things like that, okay? Awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. Miss Miracle is actually with me in my 5th period. So her information is up here too. But some stuff about me. I teach 8th grade language arts. I taught seniors in Northern Kentucky for the past 2 years. This is the first time I've taught 8th graders. So it's a new experience for me and I'm looking forward to it. I went to 4 different colleges. I went to community college, UK, EKU, and University of the Cumberlands. So I was in low residency programs where the majority was a virtual program. And I also went to another virtual program that had a lot of local stuff I had to do too that was in person. So I'm really experienced with virtual learning. If you have any questions or problems, it's probably stuff that I've faced before. And I haven't used Google Meet before for those programs, but it's kind of the same issues, but you'll get used to it and it won't be a big deal when something happens. We'll just end up rolling with it. Okay. So my boyfriend's name is Conan, even though it's spelled like Conan, and we've dated for 4 years. I don't have any kids, but I have a 17-year-old cat named Pumpkin, and her pictures are up on the Google site, and they have launched it now. You have the 8th grade Google site where you can see all your teachers' pages and set up appointments and send us emails and a lot of cool things. So I'll be posting that in Google Classroom under the important information topic. Okay, so I'll get to that soon. I'm really good with technology for the most part. I can typically help you with your assignments if you can't figure out how to do something. I also love listening to audiobooks. It's my favorite thing to do. And I like listening to the audiobooks while I'm coloring or I'm playing video games. Like, I like multitasking. So I don't have to choose between doing one thing or another. And I love sushi, of course. So Miss Miracle, she also teaches language arts. She graduated from the University of Kentucky. It's her second year teaching. She has a cat named Felix and a bearded dragon named Oscar. And I can't see the very bottom of her slide, but if I remember right, I know for sure she said that she loves baking. So take a look down there and see what that last little bullet is of the things she likes. And I think she said gardening too, but I can't see it, but you can read it, okay? All right, class expectations. Respect everyone, no cell phones, have a positive attitude. Top of the list, okay? So there should be a raise your hand function for Google Classroom, but I haven't, with all this stuff going on Wednesday, we didn't even get to try to do that. So that will be in the future. So when you have a question, you can just raise your hand. And thank you for everybody who is helping me communicate with the people in chat when I couldn't see them. A lot of you stepped up, and I just think you're amazing, and I appreciate it. And that's from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So anyway, make sure you have all your materials when class starts. Have water, whatever you need to drink while you're in class, but please don't eat. Be on time. So if you're going to be late or something, please let me know ahead of time, but try your best not to be late. I only get to see you twice a week, 40 minutes each time. And that is not a lot of, FaceTime, so to speak. So please try and go to the bathroom beforehand. Hold it if you can. If you have a true dire emergency, go. But otherwise, just wait, please. You have 20 minutes between classes, if not a couple of hours. So, just try your best to wait. And speaking of trying your best, always try your best. It is okay if you're not the most phenomenal writer in the entire world. If you try your best, that is all I ask from you, that you try your best and you try to improve yourself and that you take what you are doing seriously. Okay, have pride in what you do. And when you have pride in what you do, you should always be able to feel proud of yourself. And last of all, you have to let me know when you need help, if you get frustrated, if something that should take 30 minutes is taking you 2 hours, because when stuff like that happens, either I didn't explain something well enough or it's just taking longer than I anticipated. What is happening is not what I want, okay? Or you just might need a little bit of extra support to get you over an obstacle. So if you're having trouble, if you want help, or you just want extra support, please let me know. Email me or send me a message on the Remind app. And I'm sure all of your teachers would say the same thing. If you're absent, please don't be absent. We'll miss you too much. But if you are, you can ask to view the Google Meet recording. The recordings from Wednesday so Wednesday was crazy. So instead of trying to deal with recordings and stuff like that I don't even know if it worked because of the issues I personally had with Google Classroom and you guys, that's why I'm doing this, okay? So don't worry about it. If you're absent Wednesday, you're getting everything right now. And so is everyone else, because we didn't get through most of this stuff with any class. Maybe one class, I think. So, okay, mission statement. What is a mission statement? Well, a mission statement is a short statement of why an organization exists. and what its overall goal is. And by organization, I mean like it can be a school, a class, a business, a missionary, anything like that. Okay. So why do people create statements? Well, by identifying the purpose of your work, knowing why you're doing it, you can better understand. And again, there we go. You can better understand the goals you should be committed to accomplishing. So, in other words, if you always have at the top of your brain what your philosophy is and what your goals are and how you want to live your life and carry yourself, if you're always having it, it's always at the forefront of your thoughts, then that is going to help you follow through and live to those set of standards that you set for yourself. Okay? Oh no. So this has frozen on me. No. Let's try. Oh, good. Okay. I hope that you heard all that. So anyway, the last thing I had said was if your mission statement and your goals and what you want in life is always at the forefront of your thoughts, then that will help hold you to the set of standards that you have put in place for yourself. Okay. So, all right. Example mission statements. Facebook, to give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected. So we asked one class, do you think that that's true? Well, what do you think? Do they give the people power so they can share their thoughts and share their texts and messages and communicate with the world and be more open and be connected to everybody? I would say so. Amazon, to be the world's most customer-centric company where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online and endeavors to offer its customers the lowest possible prices. Now, a few years ago, I would have said, yes, I believe they live up to their mission statement. But now I'm not so sure. Their customer service has went a little... it's not as good as it used to be, I would say, in my own opinion. Okay. And sometimes I can find lower prices other places now. And their lightning deals during Black Friday and Christmas, that sort of thing, aren't as good as they used to be. But anyway, that's just my own opinion, not saying anything bad about Amazon, just thinking about their mission statement. So, and you can read Disney's down there too, but when I'm recording like I am now, there's a little block in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, and it's blocking me, so I can't see that little piece. All right, here we go. Assignments. Roles and responsibilities assignment, part 1. Okay, so I kind of modified this assignment a little bit so we won't be behind. So when we start Monday, there's one little thing we have to do, and we're ready to rock. Okay, so that's a good thing. And this fits right in with what we were doing anyway. So here we go. Based on your knowledge of mission statements that you have now. Oh, I have a typo. I'll fix it though. Answer the 4 questions below as they pertain to our virtual classroom. Then you will use this information to complete part 2 of this assignment. And the assignment's in Google Classroom, of course. So when we have your answers to this part and to the next part, when all the parts are completed, Monday when we come in, we will make our class mission statement. Won't take very long, but we'll have it good to go. So it won't be hanging over our heads anymore. What are the 4 questions you need to ask yourself? Well, they're these. Why are we here? What do we have to do well together? What should our goals be for this year? And how will we make that happen? Okay, so there's 4 questions I want you to answer. Shouldn't take you long at all. Moving on. So once you have answered those 4 questions, I want you to do this part. The roles and responsibilities assignment part 2. So based on the answers from part A of this assignment, think about what you want our class mission statement to be. Now you don't have to actually create it, but I want you to think about what you want to include in that statement. What will be the most important thing for students, parents, teachers, families to do in order to live up to our mission statement? How can we meet our mission statement as digital citizens? So think about what you answered from part 1 and apply it to what you think is important responsibilities of the people in your life. Okay, so in other words, let me rephrase that because that was kind of jumbled together what I was trying to say. I want you to answer those 4 questions in part 1. And once you have that, I want you to come over here and I want you to figure out 3 things that you think are the role of a student. 3 things you think are the roles of digital learners, like we are right now, the virtual learners, okay? 3 responsibilities that go into a teacher's role, 3 for parents and 3 for your friends. And all these need to be things that you think your friends, parents, teachers, you as students should be doing or should do in order to make you succeed as a digital learner, okay, or be successful. So what are 3 things I need to do as your teacher to help you be successful in this class, okay? And if you have any questions at all, let me know. I think you probably got it by now, but if you don't, that's fine. Just reach out to me. The other assignment you have, it won't take you very long, and it's called the About Me project. And both of these, by the way, both assignments, the Part A and Part B of roles and responsibilities and the About Me project are due Friday by 3 p.m. So that should give you plenty of time. Now, what happens if you need an extension? Well, I prefer you get it done on time, but if you need extra support from us and would like a little bit more time, depending on what it is and how much time you've already had, I probably will go ahead and give you an extension. Okay, but if you ask me for one all the time, that'll be abusing it, and yeah, you're kind of putting me in a spot, okay? So try your best to get things done on time. But if you happen to need an extension every once in a blue moon, that'll probably be okay with me. Or if, an emergency happened in your family or you get really sick, stuff like that. I try to be open-minded, but we also have to stay on task, okay? So anyway, the About Me project, we talked about it Wednesday, but what you need to do is, and again, it is in Google Classroom, okay? You need to create your own Google slide. The assignment's in Google Classroom, which I just said again, but please try to be creative. Have fun, okay? So change the theme around. Add appropriate, of course, school appropriate pictures or emojis. Like, show us who you are. Have fun with it. Now, a couple of people have asked me if we're sharing these with the class. That would be cool. But as you know, we have time constraints. So if you're cool with it, I might put them up so that we can, take a look at them. I'm going to be looking through them for sure. But if you feel like you would prefer not to share your info with other people, that's fine too. Okay, so I can get like a list from you or something. I'll figure something out, but I'll see who doesn't want their about me project shared. But I encourage everyone to be open-minded and not be shy to the point where you're not opening yourself to meeting new people. Because if I say I love anime and horror flicks and anything to do with Halloween, and I do, then JoJo over there might also love Halloween and anime and horror flicks, and he might want to come over and ask me if I like horror comedies, which I do. And then we might actually become friends because we opened up and shared a little bit about each other through this project. So that's the whole goal and purpose of these type of projects and assignments. But if you're absolutely not comfortable with it at this point in time, let me know. Okay. So anyway, the questions you need to ask. First you need to put your first and last name on it. Do you have a nickname? What's your favorite subject in school? What do you want to do this year? What's a fun fact about you? Is there anything else you want to tell me? So if you want to add stuff on there, go for it. But you can go to like the Google site, and I encourage you to, but you don't have to. But my teacher page is up there, and I put even more stuff about me on there with some pictures so you can know what I look like and stuff like that, which I know you've seen me, but anyway, it might give you some ideas of some stuff you want to share. I don't have a whole lot of stuff on there, but I do have some different things, okay? And you'll have to go look. It'll be a surprise. All right. So that's it. If you need help, send me an email or message on the Remind app. And again, guys, you are not going to bother me sending me an email. You are not going to bother me messaging me. If you think that if you have a question and you're not sure about it and you think you know the answer but not sure, and you think it's going to sound dumb if you ask me, like she'll think I'm dumb if I send this to her. I am not going to think that. I promise you. I would never think that about you all anyway. I know all of you are very intelligent, and I am a question asker. I always have been. When I'm in college, my hand goes up, and half the time I think I got it, but I want to tell the teacher what I think she wants me to do to make sure I got it right. Okay, so please feel comfortable reaching out to me. And I love hearing from students. I love it. And I get lonely when I'm at home with my cat. And, what better things do I have to do? Oh, wait, I am needed by a student. That's fantastic. So it makes me feel good and like I'm doing my job when I get to help you. Okay, so, and that's the one way that you're going to learn is by asking questions and figuring things out. Okay. So the other way you're going to learn is by making mistakes, because when we learn from our mistakes, that's what bumps up our critical thinking skills. Okay. But anyway, we can talk about that later. That's it. I know this is a longish video, maybe 33 minutes, but it is recapping what we totally missed on Monday. And this way we won't have to do like small groups or anything to get caught up. Okay. So thank you so much for listening. And I can't wait to see you all again Monday. Shout out at me if you need anything.